I like rom-com animes. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Patch Notes,
Vindy's
Season
back.
3, Episode 5. Vindy is back and no longer ill. Ill in the cool way, like when Gen Z says that's ill. Actually, I don't know if that's a Z bit of vocabulary. Does anybody say ill, meaning good in this generation?
I feel like
I
that's
intentionally
a long
just
time ago.
use all the old phrases like sheesh, ill.
You've heard me say
lit,
Gucci Gang, right?
Gucci
Gucci
gang.
gang,
You started
baby.
saying that after you hung around me.
Well, I started saying it when I was watching Sabiolbe's stream when he was doing Overwatch content.
I really feel like
He
it
didn't-
was me.
it was
I want
all
to believe
Sabiolbe.
it was all
It was
me.
It's
in-
reinforcement.
Yeah, it was all me.
Yeah.
All right.
The point is, I hate
Okay.
myself every time I hear myself say it.
I
All
love
right,
Gucci Gang.
you are listening to prodigal son of the program, Vindy.
Hello, everyone.
The other son who always did the hard work and is asking the father in the prodigal son story, why can't he get as much love as the prodigal son? But we tell him he is getting all that love.
I feel
Wolf
like
Clock.
I'm getting all the love. What
All
are you
right,
talking
cool.
about?
I was just trying to tie it into the prodigal son story, and I guess I'm the father if that's if
Wow,
we're extending the
father,
metaphor
wow.
Spinoza on. Things we're hitting today. We are hitting some dope Supervive news, some dope Valorant Gamechangers news, a little bit of Overwatch news, some talk about Riot and their plans for cutting casting, and
It's
a
just-
little bit.
It's
on
just a
WolfClock
newscast
Gaming.
today, really.
I just want.
honestly.
I thought that what if I give teasers or like an outline at the beginning, not a full outline, but just like let people know within the first minute.
Right.
Maybe they would stick around longer.
I doubt it.
Maybe. I want one person to stick around.
Are you
longer.
timestamping the VODs?
So I can't figure out how to do it to get like the segments and the timeline.
Oh,
or
I can
whatever.
show you.
I haven't Googled
Yeah,
it or whatever.
Oh, I was about to
So,
say, you're
because
aren't
I
you
do
a
the-
programmer or a game dev and you can't
That's
figure out
actually
a
one
timestamp?
of the themes.
But
that
I
we're
did
teaching
the numbers in the description or whatever, so you can
Yeah,
click.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
whatever. I feel like that's better anyway.
It probably is.
Yeah.
I noticed that some smaller podcasts I was watching, they want to get around people just like jumping through. So they just timestamped it with only the ads, and then the rest they say, your favorite podcast that you're watching, part 1,
Oh my god.
ad break,
God,
and then
that's
part 2.
great.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Dude,
And
give
it
the
was-
people the power. What the hell?
That's why I tried to inform them right away.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, we'll see if anybody
I mean, they see the topics in the description though, because
That's
of the way
true.
that I
Should we
timestamp
get a like bot? We need to know like how many of our viewers are bots.
why would
so-
there be bots watching our stuff?
them. Yeah, there's no bots watching.
Like, don't you
us.
only do that if there's profit?
We get like 20 views, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, do you think
Imagine
20
if 19
All
of
right,
them
all
are
right.
bots. We
right,
have
all
one
right,
fan. No.
We got to do something where we can get 10 people to comment on one video just to see if these are real people, though. I need proof.
Yeah. Okay.
What if they're not
I mean,
logged in?
I'm one of the views. I
Oh, okay.
always watch
Oh,
the
here we go. Here we go. Sequential. If you're watching this, sequentially comment like someone start with 1, and then someone else go 2, 3, and let's see how high we can get the chain.
Person 1 can say first because that's already a thing.
Oh,
on
true, true.
videos,
So
yeah.
first, and then 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, all right.
And
let's
if,
see.
if
let's
you
see
comment,
I'm gonna be
I will
first.
mention your name on next broadcast. So
yeah,
you
yeah,
can
yeah. Give them a name drop. But
Yeah.
I'm curious, actually, how many people are actually watching this, and then we'll see.
Mhm.
We'll know. And I would assume
good
they'd
point.
watch the little bit of the intro because we always do some sort of weird intro before we
That's
go
a good
in.
point.
so-
Yeah, there was nothing today we had for intro.
Oh,
Just
okay.
saying.
Oof.
We're not getting any intro content.
All right,
Sounds
all right.
good.
So Edge news. Edge news
Edge
first.
news.
Yes.
I've been edging about the Edge news.
Ooh, gone sexual. We posted our Appleton location officially. It is now out there on the web. There are pictures of what it looks like before we got in there.
So to that one guy who commented a few episodes ago, what arcade? You can look up Edge VR Arcade Appleton,
Yes.
and you will find it. Mhm.
So how long until the build's done?
And then yeah, so we got
so Supervive.
Very soon.
yeah,
was the
Supervive.
news.
What's next? Yeah, so we're okay. The tentative date is December 15th,
Uh-huh.
but we're 3 weeks behind right now already.
Okay.
So now we'll be very, very lucky and blessed if we can open it up by New Year's.
Okay. Yeah, that works.
So it's still in winter time.
yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
We've already got birthday parties.
Lined up for next year.
No, already for December.
Oh, that you're gonna have to cancel?
Oh.
No, we're not gonna have to
Oh,
cancel them.
okay.
But it's like there's a difference between like being open and allowing
having a
like
birthday
yeah,
I see.
yeah.
That works.
I guess.
But
next
yeah, we
week's
already got
open as a
people like,
bar.
hey, you guys.
Wait, do you guys have a kitchen over there?
Nope. No food. We're doing cater only.
food. Okay.
Yeah. We wouldn't even do food here if we didn't have the kitchen already.
Yeah, I know.
We're only doing
But
that
it's
because
just-
we have it.
does. It just adds so much to
It
these
does, but when
games.
you only-
I love
that's-
edge food.
that-
I honestly
that's-
do.
That space over there is just not equipped for it. We're already running into space issues, Maybe if we
Madison.
expand it. Yeah, Madison.
Maybe you could have like promotions with food people in the area.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
We're gonna find a couple vendors and just lock it in.
nice.
Okay.
Good deal.
Yeah, you can do like food trucks bringing in and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what
So
I'm excited to
otherwise-
lock in is a whole bunch of playtime
With
into Supervive.
Supervive.
Whose open beta opens on the 20th of November. This is the 18th that we're recording.
Wow.
So the second you watch this, it may already be.
Actually, the last episode I had out the day after.
So you might still have to wait.
Now you might still have to wait
But
if everything goes
If you-
according to plan.
if you watch it on Wednesday or later,
wait, what's
it
on
is-
Wednesday? Is the day that it
yep,
comes
the
out?
20th, and we're the 18th today. Yep, yep.
Oh,
Yeah, I am so getting
I've
on
been
that.
So waiting.
I cannot wait to either get really good at my dash resets, so I'm not throwing when I play Jewel, or
Yeah.
just pick a different character because
Mhm.
I don't play DPS in any of my.
Wait, are
other
they
games.
releasing a new character on this one?
I wouldn't be surprised.
That'd be so sick.
It would be so sick. But I do like. I mean, there are characters that I could have just gotten really good at. Your character, like the not Roadhog.
Not Roadhog. What's his name? Kingpin.
Kingpin. Yeah, yeah,
Kingpin.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
he's so awesome.
He's got a hook and
I
a
love
shotgun,
it.
so he's Roadhog, but he's not Roadhog.
Roadhog.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Jewel and I like Celeste. Oh, they are giving a new character model for Shrike. There was a small amount of criticism that all of the pretty lady characters look very similar.
That's happening in League of Legends too.
Oh, yeah?
Everyone's getting Korean faces.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, they pay the bills, so give them their Korean faces.
Yep.
That's fair.
Jinx was the first female champion to have like no breasts, like flat chested.
Mm-hmm.
And Riot was some ex-Rioter even said a thing that they were super nervous that the champion was just going to be dead for skin sales. Yep.
Crazy,
Because
I guess.
Misfortune,
What is
Ashe,
the-
Yes.
Everyone-
What is the
they're mo-
percentage from male to
Lux?
female in League? Do you know?
Oh, it's like 65%.
Oh, that's
That's not bad.
yeah, that's
actually.
more even than I thought it would be.
You thought there were way more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I assumed it was like 80%.
Yeah, most of the marksmen are female.
Oh,
All the
interesting.
ADCs, yeah, most of the ADCs are female.
Hmm.
So, yeah, we've been asking for like ugly dudes for a long time because we just keep getting 6 and 8 pack shirtless dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah, big belly guys.
But-
Come on, that's why I picked.
Well, we have
Kingpin,
some
man.
Gragas.
I was like,
we have some
oh,
Gragas,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah,
represent.
But yeah, it's like we just keep getting like super turbo, sexy, handsome studs, and it's like, hey man, where's the ugly grizzled dude?
True, true.
Even our grizzled characters were retconned to be gay. And so we can't even have Graves, the old cigar smoking. Oh, he's gay? Oh.
Wait, he
well,
actually is
yeah,
like
he's-
lore wise.
Yes, yeah. About 6-7 years later.
So Graves more
my
like
God.
gay.
Twisted Fate, that's his boyfriend. So it's like,
Ah.
oh,
I
okay.
don't know who that is.
Yeah. Oh, he's the card
Yeah,
guy.
he's like the loan shark or whatever.
yeah.
In that would be a good segue actually into a topic that I thought of when I downloaded the PBE for TFT this week.
Okay.
Oh, so good. This
With
set
the
is
arcade?
so good.
Yes, the set is very good. I really enjoy it. I have had fun. I really like Experiment. That one's fun. I really like Black Rose. That is also
Yep, I
good.
just played that today before I came here.
And I like Academy because it's the most anime-like, and
Oh,
so I'm probably
Academy
going to end up
sounds cool,
playing
yeah.
Academy. But what I was interested in is how many of these characters are just totally new for League because they come straight from Arcane. And
yeah, it's really awesome, actually.
yeah,
Wait,
you like
they're
it?
New.
I
I
felt
do
Their
like
characters
it.
not
Okay.
in the
They're
League
They're
of
not.
Legends.
No, so 3 sets ago, the first ever character in TFT that wasn't part of League but was still in lore was Silco.
Mhm.
He was in TFT.
because he was in
Yeah.
Arcane.
He was in
Oh,
Arcane.
okay.
And
Yep.
so they were like, whoa, that's
Cool.
really cool.
Yeah.
You know, and then we're like, whoa, is this going to be a League of Legends character?
Yeah.
No, he's just going to be a TFT
Yeah.
character, okay?
Mm.
And then
Have you
They
guys been
made-
watching Arcane?
Yeah, I was
I've
gonna.
been
That
watching
was the topic I was gonna
Well,
bring up.
yeah, let's
hang on, I
touch
just
on this and then go into our
Yeah, yeah,
Arcane.
Because I haven't watched any of it.
Okay.
Oh, I have
I'm
some
waiting.
thoughts. I have some
I have
big
thoughts,
thoughts.
too.
I'm waiting to binge it
Okay,
all.
good.
Okay.
I think
Are
you're
you
gonna
all
be
right
happier.
listening to our thoughts?
As long as there's no spoilers.
Yeah, I
No,
think you'll
yeah,
be
no
happier.
spoilers.
I think you'll be happier.
You might like it more.
If I binge it,
And then the last
Maybe, yeah.
the last set had Kuboko,
You'll
I
see.
binged the last
the
one.
one cost tank
Yeah.
that he got healthier with the interest.
Yeah.
yeah. He is in not. I don't think he's in anything. I
Oh,
don't think
really?
he's in any lore.
I didn't
But
even
they
know.
just made a new
new
Yordle
character.
character.
Uh-huh.
And so at the time, this was groundbreaking. This was
Yeah,
huge. Big. Because there's no plans to release him as a League of Legends character
Yeah,
either.
yeah.
So now we got like Steb or whatever.
Yeah.
Remy, the chainsaw chick.
Yep.
Super great unit design, by the way.
Yeah, they're a good unit.
Really
Oh,
unique.
yeah, really.
These champions are really unique.
They are. A lot of them are one cost because they're like I'm
Oh,
happy
like the
that a lot of
family
them are
trait, how,
one.
like,
Yeah, like family
Violet's-
trait, but also like Seb or Steb or
Yeah,
whatever the
Steb.
green looking one.
Yeah.
And then the lady sniper with red hair who's like Irish or Scottish. Or something.
Maddie or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like she's also a
whatever
long
her
cost.
name-
And I guess if they're in there, I would prefer it that way. I was a little off put at first. I don't think it was a really rational reaction to have.
Interesting.
But I was like, and I don't play League, so it's kind
Right,
of
yeah.
But I just watched this, and there are all these people who have. I think what I like is seeing a character about whom I know there is a lot of lore, and then knowing that I could, if I got really interested, look into it, play him in League. And then, like, the character like Maddie is not very fleshed out in Arcane.
No, she's a side chick.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
It's not really a spoiler.
It's not really a spoiler.
I mean, like, if
But-
you meet somebody and they have like a couple of lines but are not doing much
Yeah.
change, Like, I'm surprised she's not dead yet, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like,
I think it's
so
fine.
she doesn't die.
I think
Not
it's
yet,
fine
but they're
because
only, like,
you know what
3-4
it
episodes
you know what it
now.
allows them to
One
do.
thing. Huh.
It allows them to create different mechanics without being bound to the character's
That's a
kit.
good point. That's a good point.
I
don't
remember
think
in
about that.
set 6, Ari, her normal Q ability is that it flies through and back, right? And how many sets have we had that? When in set 6, they made her a 4-cost unit, but they really wanted to like change it up. And so this was the first character that they made an entirely new ability in TFT only, where she like grabbed a big fireball and then nuked the sky and it blew up the whole board. I don't know if you were playing TFT at that.
At 6, I think I was because I
Yeah,
started
yeah. I
in
think it
5
was
when
at
Chosen
six.
was a
Ari's
mechanic.
ultimate.
Yeah, but that is not what it is in the game. Her ultimate in the game is she just dashes around.
Yeah.
So they made this whole new thing, and I was in love with that. I hope in like 5 sets from now, I don't recognize anything.
Really? Okay.
I hope the characters' personalities are still the same.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't like I don't care. TFT. What's super fun about TFT is that is the auto chess of it, right?
Yeah. Right.
And that I was able to learn it by basing it off of League of Legends characters. Now that I know it, I personally don't care now.
I see.
Yeah, I can just
See,
learn it
that's-
every
that's
set,
so
and that's what
interesting.
makes it so much fun.
I like playing
Do you
TFT
th-
because I feel connected to the lore, even though I'm not connected to
I mean,
the lore.
I do,
I'm
but
never
it's
gonna
like
That's why I'm
it's
gonna like
okay.
2x because then I'll actually get to learn characters.
Oh my
That's-
gosh,
yeah.
yeah,
I
yeah.
can't wait for 2x.
2x has the best highlight. Is probably going to be the best highlight for a champion's like power, more than any other medium.
Right.
Just because of like they're going to have
That's
so
the
many
fighting
options.
game,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
the
yeah.
fighting, right?
2v2.
2v2.
Yeah.
Okay,
Which
that's
is just
thus the
wild.
2x.
Yeah,
Comprendo.
yeah. 2x KO, worst name.
They're
in the history
they're
of
dropping
names.
KO when they talk about it now in their publications. I love it.
They're just calling it 2x.
Just calling it 2x.
Yeah,
I mean,
'cause
we-
nobody wants to say that.
Yeah, no
I
one
mean,
wants to say
we
2x
dropped
now.
the Emite Actics when we talk
I'm
about
okay
TFT.
saying
but it's
2x
still-
though.
Yeah. 2x works.
Arcane.
Arcane.
But
You're
hold on.
first,
No,
you
no,
first.
no, no,
Oh,
no, no,
okay.
Hold on. When you go to, new abilities showing up in TFT,
Mhm.
do you think that's a possibility of them?
Like they're testing it.
like almost like they're saying, "Hey, in League 2, these characters might have different kits."
There's no League 2. It was canceled.
Oh, it was.
Oh, really?
Oh crap! I found out about that like a week and a half ago.
no
I
way.
see. Really, they did.
Monte Cristo revealed that what had happened was
Okay.
is they were building League on a new engine.
Yep.
They got as far as playtesting inside Riot.
Okay.
That's when they made the announcement that League would change forever in 2025.
Yep.
And I don't remember the reason why, but he said they pulled it back.
That's not this update.
Insane.
No.
What's the changing forever?
The changing forever
Did people think that was
about
League
6
2?
months ago. It was.
Okay.
Though that's the thing.
Okay.
We all speculated that because we haven't had a new map since 2015.
I see.
And the engine is Java. Like it's
Yeah.
old.
Yeah.
It is old, but there's so much spaghetti code in it that's like it can't support this forever.
Yeah.
So they were building. That means there is a new engine out.
Right.
There's a new engine,
But
for
it's
the
not
game.
going to be League 2.
But it's not even going to be released.
It
I
might.
see.
They might spin into something else then.
I think the MOBA is
dying as a genre.
no. I think the MOBA has sucked probably a lot of Riot's talent.
Oh, yeah.
But I would guess that the MOBA and League of Legends 2 is using the same engine or something like that. Like I have a feeling the MOBA is not going to be third person.
Wait, are you talking about MMO?
Yeah.
You're saying
I'm
MOBA.
saying MOBA. I
You
mean
are saying
MMO.
MOBA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the MMO is going to be like third person.
The MMO better be third person.
No. I mean isometric. Yeah. It would make sense for them to be able to crank out 2 products at once.
Oh, they put the MOBA in the MMO. That always made more sense to me.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
that they will have a MOBA arena in the MMO, and that will be new league.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyways, yeah, so that was
That would be
that's
amazing.
basically that was indefinitely paused.
Okay.
I mean,
okay.
I don't
According
know
to
if it'll ever
Monte
become an
Cristo,
esport,
who was
but-
told by a writer.
You know, I will give them credit for actually canceling or pausing it instead of releasing something that
Yeah.
says 2 where you expect a bunch of new content.
Well, it
and
was
it's
pretty-
not 2 at all. Hashtag Overwatch. Hashtag.
It was pretty gross how Medler just came out and said, "Yeah, by the way, we're not actually going that hard."
Who said
So
that the
don't-
MMO was like in full production now? Because I saw that on Twitter.
Oh, the
other day.
CEOs, Mark.
Okay.
Yeah. What happened is Ghostcrawler
Yeah,
stepped out,
right.
And
Well,
then,
he's
like-
making his own MMO.
and then like 6 months later, they're like, "Yeah, we had to scrap the whole thing
Right.
because it was just too close to what you already knew,
Mhm.
and we don't think that you want that." Everyone in the world, actually, no, we just want
Better.
want WoW,
Right.
but with League of Legends.
Yeah.
It's like, why can't we just have that?
I really hope the movement and attacks are 1-to-1. Like, just give me real time action, please. I hate click games. I hate click games.
Yeah. So.
Sorry, everybody that's watching, but I just hate them.
We just lost at least at most.
Oh, is that
one
why you
follower.
don't like to play like Summoner's Rift? Because you just don't like
I
clicking
hate
the
click
movement?
games. I really hate
Mm.
it. It's just like that's
Why can't you-
RTSs. Awesome. I'm controlling a bunch of units. That makes sense.
But you're clicking, if not more than in a MOBA on an RTS.
So you're probably not thinking that when you're doing an
Well, I
RTS,
never played RTS
you're not.
at a competitive level, so
But you're also
Oh,
not
okay.
thinking that
Right,
you
okay,
could be
yeah,
doing
yeah.
ASWD better. But when you're playing a click game like League, you're thinking, why couldn't I just be doing?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So like,
Yeah.
if
Like,
it's
I wish there was an option to play League, like I could play Supervive.
Oh, the
Yeah,
AS
Because
yeah,
then I
you
would-
can
I
with
would
controller.
play League.
Boxbox plays Riven with a PS4 controller.
That's
or
wild
we
as
could
hell.
just
How
play
would that
Supervive
work?
instead.
Well, because she was designed after fighting games. So
How does he set up the movement?
you know how like Riven does the combo, and then does the jump,
Yeah.
and how she dashes forward and then does the stun
Yeah.
and all that. She's the only character in the game where all that happens is the way that she's facing, not where your mouse is facing.
Cool.
If you want her to like forward
Interesting.
slash, she has to be
Wait, how does he
facing.
move then?
He just has it somehow. He installs some program or whatever, and it's bound.
And no, they don't ban him for that, huh?
No, I don't know. I don't know. I've seen him do it. Like he's played it on stream.
Yeah.
But like Riven was designed to be played in a 2D game, and then they like ported her into League.
That's
So
crazy.
she's the only champion where like her movements don't follow where your mouse cursor is. You
I
can't.
haven't seen her in 2X. That's weird. Like, they
Yeah,
haven't leaked her
that's
at
probably
all.
going to be like
The
the first
character.
big.
Yeah.
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 But yeah, so like she's designed where all of her skill shots only go the way she's facing,
Yeah.
not where the mouse is aiming.
That's cool.
So it trips people up the first time they use her because you move your mouse down, you hit E, and then she just goes forward because that's the last time she was told to
Yeah.
move. She's very unique.
I don't mind though the mouse being my aim.
Yeah,
in an
I get you.
isometric
I get you.
game.
Yeah.
I
Of
just want
course.
to move with
Ye-
AWS.
Yeah. That's fine. I have no qualms against
League,
that.
just don't do it.
Well,
All right, Arcane.
Arcane.
What's your thoughts?
It's a
I think-
cartoon. It's on
It's a
season 2.
So I will preface my Arcane season 2 thoughts by saying I absolutely adored Arcane season 1. I thought
Yeah.
the storytelling
Yeah.
was
Arcane 1 was
terrific.
awesome.
I thought the characterization
So you're
was
not
really
impressed?
good. I thought that in season 1 they did that the pacing was really good, and there were
I'm
multiple
parroting
times.
everything he's saying.
There were multiple times in season 1 where I thought they were going to introduce a new character that was a League character because it's like they knew people were going to get hyped by seeing like Dr. Mundo. Like there was a specific time like late in season 1 where they're going to see a doctor-like character. There's talk of a doctor, and I'm like, I don't know much about Dr. Mundo, but I know he's in TFT and I know he's a doctor. So I'm like, oh, this is just going to be Dr. Mundo. Like, this is just
I hate to
another
break it
opportunity.
to you. He's not a real doctor.
I'm sure
He just thinks he is.
Yeah. But like, it wasn't. It was like a character that was made for Arcane that had a really good role in the story and didn't need to be Dr. Mundo. So they didn't make just like that kind of fan service, right? And I thought that Arcane
No
did
free handouts.
I thought Arcane season 1 did a really, really good job. I thought that the plot, like the climaxes in the plot, were well earned. I thought the pacing
It
was
wasn't
terrific.
predictable. It really
It
wasn't.
wasn't. It wasn't. I thought the development of the characters, like the backstory for Vi and for Jinx
this
as
is
Violet and Powder, were good.
And this is all happens technically before the Summoner's Rift, right? Or is Summoner's
Yeah.
Rift just
Their
not-
characters are in the future on Summoner's Rift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not. She was never called Powder in the game.
Yep.
She's always been
Yep.
Jinx.
It's all backstory.
Yep.
And I just thought at every beat, like this did not seem like a game that was modified from an existing or a show that
story.
was
Yeah.
developed from an existing IP. Like the story was just really well done. And again, I didn't get that kind of fan service of just introducing a new character because they thought they could like get us excited.
Yep.
Season 2 seems to be happening way too fast, and it does not seem to be earning the plot development it has. Like there is a development for Caitlyn, the sniper whose mom had a very important role on the council for Topside, Piltover, and the mom, we are to understand, had like a very important like role. She's like part of a very noble family, and then Caitlyn was like not necessarily ostracized, but the mother didn't think that Caitlyn joining the Enforcers was like living up to her role. She thought it was below her, and so we go from Caitlyn kind of being black sheep to all of a sudden getting a ton of power. Not gonna spoil exactly what kind of power, but she has a lot of power in a very small amount of time based on a plan by another character that is revealed all of a sudden toward the end of one episode.
And it's a fan service character.
This one is a new character,
Okay. Let's go.
but it just didn't, like, I would be okay if the exact same thing, if all of these events happened over the course of twice as many episodes and there were much more suspense and intrigue built up to it, right? But it's like I was watching something and then just all of a sudden I realized, like
It all feels
retcon.
believable, but it's like you skipped an episode sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that just happened.
Right.
Oh, okay. I guess I'm okay with that because I don't have another choice.
And at the
no
same-
build up.
and at the same time,
There's
kinda-
build up,
there
but it's
is-
like it's just
It's
it's just-
fast.
it's fast.
It's fast. It's like over the course of one episode. And like there are these new characters too. Like there are all of these new characters and then all of these plot points are happening with the new characters. So like some of the ones we're getting in, like Smeech. Smeech is a chem baron. So he's part of the underworld
Does it
who's
feel
making
like
money.
they're forcing like the blend of characters' stories so that they can get through as many characters as possible?
No, because there's hardly any new League of Legends characters that we've seen none.
There are
We've
no
seen
new League
no-
of Legends characters.
No new League of Legends characters have been announced in this season.
I see.
There's been one, which
it-
is a huge spoiler, but we haven't actually seen that person. I don't know
We
what to
already
say.
knew who he was going to be, like
So
roughly, right?
that's
Yeah.
why.
No,
the
there were a lot
TFT
of
side-
clues to this criminal organization.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, starts with a B and an R.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
I
there
was
were a lot of
thinking about-
clues in season 1. It was like, there's no way they're actually going to do this, right? And then
And then they
the biggest deal is with Singed
Mm-hmm.
and the thing that he had locked away,
Yes.
the beautiful thing.
Yes.
not the
beautiful
scary thing.
Yes. Yeah.
That was just made. All
Yeah.
that. Did you watch any of the lore recap videos?
No.
Okay, I almost jumped out of the bed when that happened.
Okay.
Because that they retconned that in the movie. Everyone just learned that then.
Okay.
But I had always guessed that for years.
Okay.
I had always guessed that Riot was gonna do that for years and years and years. So I freaked out.
Are
That was the
Lord videos,
only
like,
awesome
official
cool
Riot thing. Like if I go on a Riot YouTube channel, do I see these Lord?
Nikrit, he's like the guy. He's
Nikrit?
Nikrit, yeah. He's the guy.
Yeah. Like Nicrit.
Yeah, Necrit.
Necrit.
He is the unofficial official lore master of League.
All right.
To the point where like Riot sends him like one handmade like Nefiri blades.
I got it.
Like this amazing. Yeah. He gets invited out to Riot.
That's
you know,
cool.
like he checks them on their lore things.
I love it.
He's that
I love
level.
It. Okay.
Like there's no one even close to him. Yeah.
All right. I will say, so like the Singed stuff at the ends of the episodes I've been kind of liking. Like we see Singed for a very brief period of time at the end of each of these episodes so far, and I kind of like that. But like maybe if I just binged season 1 and I were
straight into 2,
and I were going straight into 2, maybe it would feel different.
Okay.
Maybe then I would feel like the whole arc of the story was already fast.
It might be just a carrying of the momentum that was left from season 1.
Partly, but I'm also suspicious that maybe
how
they
much
just
time
don't.
is apart between season 1 and season 2?
It happens like
immediately.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like the aftermath is what you wake up.
There are funerals in season 1. There are funerals in season 2 that are directly from season 1. So like the bodies haven't even
like season 1. There's like Jinx shoots her rocket in the council, right?
Season 2 picks up directly from that.
Yeah, like you wake up in the wreckage of
smoke.
that council room.
There's still smoke.
Yep,
Yeah,
exactly. So it's like that. And so maybe if I just watched the last of it and then I picked up, that's one thing.
Well,
but I was not.
It releases in 3 parts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Last one is this Saturday.
There might be some.
So to give you an idea, when you said
there's
there's some fan service or whatever, like all these Kim Barons, okay, Renata Glask, not in it.
Yeah.
Urgot, not in it. Instead, we have Smeech and all these other new characters, which is like fine. I'm not against them.
Yeah.
But it's like there isn't fan service. Like I expected to see someone else by now. I mean, we saw one person, the daughter character.
Is this supposed to be the last season
of this story?
I see.
But also, Arcane is revealed to have been like $250 million between the 2 seasons. It's the most expensive animated series
per episode.
I get really. It's the most expensive animated.
It's the most expensive animated series. Not per episode, but per minute. It's actually cheaper than like all the other big animations. Yeah. I watched a full. They did the numbers. They did the math.
Okay,
someone's blowing somebody. Up there, but
it is the most expensive. But when you break it out per minute of animation, it's actually very economical.
I
you
guess.
when I was reading it to like Disney movies, then
okay,
because I think
Disney.
I'm just saying.
Disney probably gets more bang for the buck, right? Like Disney is actually
animes,
these actually get more bang to the buck than Disney movies.
Do they
Disney
drive
movies
more
cost
Netflix
more per
subscriptions?
minute? Okay, all
Disney movies are released and you go to theaters.
Regardless,
like
this
Riot
this
themselves
is an absolutely
was
gorgeous show, and it's like when it says it costs $250.
I am just gonna say like in the journalism I read, Riot wanted Arcane to be the beginning of an entertainment division.
Yeah.
And
they're a music company that makes a video game.
Canceled the entertainment division. Like they're not going to have this whole big entertainment division that they planned where Arcane was going to begin it. Like they
What do you say? Wait, what? They're doing other stories. They're making other things. They bought Fortige.
They canceled a whole bunch of these plans.
Mark Merrill just posted on Twitter.
All right, I'll send you the article you sent me.
Go ahead.
We'll send each other stuff.
They bought like the majority of Fortige.
They might have done that as a result of like not having. I know they were trying to build a lot.
What has Fortige done in the past?
Huge things that you've seen before.
Yeah.
Like I believe they made quite a few what's the video StarCraft trailers. Stuff like that.
Okay. Then what it might be is they just canceled having their own new studio, and so they bought another one to do the work that they wanted their own studio to go. Because Arcane cost more than they wanted it to cost.
That's interesting.
They ended up
Yeah.
trying to reinvent a lot of wheels.
What's
and
crazy
that
to me
costs
is
money.
it looks like a $250 million production.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
it,
it
looks,
looks great.
gorgeous.
So here's one of the things I'm mad about with like the Smeech and the not having your gut, right? Like I was surprised in season 1 at how well they did at developing these characters over and above what already existed in League lore, right? Like really, like taking a character we already knew and giving them a really thorough, deep backstory, right?
When if you haven't watched any of the crit videos, you'd be surprised at how much lore there actually is. To
Yeah,
these
I'd be
characters.
surprised. But
Yeah,
like
yeah.
what I'm
But
comparing that
that's
to
not an
is
easy way to
season.
digest, though.
I'm comparing it
right.
to whereas in season 2, instead of doing that kind of thing, they are introducing a character like Smeech only to kill him off in like the same
Yeah.
episode,
I
right?
have a question for someone who watches, like, you watch a lot of anime and stuff like
Hell
that.
yeah.
Would you consider Arcane season 1 to be in your top 5
Of animes
of all
time?
animation?
Anime, I'd probably be irritating and not call it anime so that I
I
could
know.
have two
I don't
lists.
like calling it anime either.
I want it to be in the top of like
Well,
I
let's
want it to
put
be in the top of my
animation.
non-anime animation list.
Do animation
Okay,
series.
non-Japanese, non-Japanese.
Yeah, it can
Not
be in my
even
top
that.
5 in non-Japanese, but
I'm
let me
saying,
see.
let's throw it in with the
I
Japanese.
already think-
though.
let me
Let's throw it
see.
in.
Well, if you throw it in with the Japanese,
If I throw it in with Japanese, I'm
But it
already
has to be
putting
a series,
Dandadan
no
in there.
movies.
Fooly Cooley is
No
epic.
movies.
Yeah, no movies, so I won't do the Miyazaki stuff.
It's
But
gotta be a
Dandadan,
series.
Fooly Cooley, I think Bakano is hilarious and like really
Watch
well
Bakano.
done. I think, do I put Neon Genesis Evangelion in there?
I do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's important.
It's important, but it's also just like
It's also genre bending.
it was mind
It
bending.
was.
Like it was mind blowing in a lot of ways. Like
Well,
I
that's
wasn't
4,
ready for
right?
that.
Did
but
you write
I
down
was really
4?
young. when I
Yeah,
watched
that's
that,
4.
so-
Oh, Steins Gate was really good. Oh, Madoka Magica is more important
there
than
you go.
all
It's
of
not
these.
Top 5.
That's
It's
not-
not
I
top
mean,
5.
I might put it.
So it's top 10 then. It's probably top
Yeah, it's
10.
probably top 10. I can find a space for it in the top 10. But yeah, no,
All right, that's cool.
my anime chops are
Oh, that's good. It's good.
dude. Down to Dawn, bro. Have you kept watching?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I'm caught up.
dude. Thursdays are my favorite day of the week now.
That's cool.
Absolutely, yeah.
Dude,
Anyway,
it's
but
so
yeah.
good.
So on the arcane, just to tie Arcane up in a bow, I leave it open that maybe they can
Yeah.
convince me that there is hype that hasn't been reached in season 1. But right now, it just seems like
Yeah, we'll see how they finish it.
sloppier
All of this
characterization.
negativity is only in relation to season 1. It's
Right.
still a 7
Right,
out of
because
10.
It's being compared.
Yeah, I
That's the
wish they
thing, it's
canceled
like
it after
Arca-
season
I felt
1.
like Arcane
Right.
Oh,
one
so
was
you
a-
wouldn't even you would say this is like a 5 out of 10.
I wish
so
I could
far.
always imagine what they had in the second season rather than like me spending. my-
Okay.
yeah.
I still think the season is a 7 out of 10.
it's not even finished yet.
I know.
Like you can't
I'm saying
give
so
it an
far.
honest rating
Well,
on
it doesn't matter though because this
Just
first 6 episodes
disappointed.
are still
So I can't even.
they're still
I can't judge.
they're
that.
there. They're there. Even though if it's not done, they're there.
But
Yeah.
I think
Right?
that
So
also you're going to have some bias because you're going to be comparing the beginning of this season to
Yeah,
how
we'll
you
see.
felt at the end of season
Yeah,
1.
yeah.
look, there are 2 main characters that I expect to see by the end.
Yeah.
And if I don't see at least one of them, I'll probably write this whole season 2 off as don't watch it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
No.
Yeah, it's just like you know how often I watch Matrix Revolutions,
Yeah.
the third Matrix. I've seen it twice. You know how many times I've seen 1 and 2?
Too many.
Unlimited.
Okay. Here is a thought. So I know I just said like wrapping it up in a bow, but like, don't you think that it could have been a stronger season if all of the stuff that has happened in these first few episodes were put into like a time skip backstory? So we didn't
Probably.
even have to meet Smeech. We didn't even have to go
Yeah,
through
maybe.
the like. Imagine starting after a time skip. All of this stuff that has like happened so quickly already finishes, and then we take off at a similar pace to season 1 in the next era, right?
I don't know.
How
It's
many
pretty
episodes
interesting.
was the first season?
They're all 9.
Mhm.
Okay.
9 apiece. I will say this, there's a character who is the bodyguard of another character.
Yeah.
And when that character died, I was surprised. You have no idea who I'm talking about. I was
Well, no.
surprised.
Once you
that,
know who has a bodyguard,
Right,
yeah.
exactly.
well, there are plenty of bodyguards in the
How
show.
many?
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
But-
yeah, there are plenty of.
Yeah.
There is
But,
at least
hey,
one bodyguard.
I was surprised at how much I thought it was awesome that he went out the way he did.
Okay.
And
Nice,
B,
dude.
that I actually cared a little bit about him because I really liked how stoic and just
He's a stoic
interesting
dude.
he did not get a lot of personal development, I would say.
It's really good to have a character who doesn't have development be stoic, so that you don't have to think.
But I
he just looks
enjoyed
good standing there.
every time that he was on screen, I liked it.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, this guy isn't going to be around anymore. That kind of sucks.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, I want a whole other thing about him and his weapons.
Yeah, and
stuff
that
like
would probably be a better developed story over a longer period of time than Arcane Season 2.
All right. We're done.
Couple
I'm
quick.
not gonna be able to binge this season. I'm gonna have to watch it all now. Thanks, guys.
It's a hurt.
Have either of you seen Dark?
Yeah.
Sounds
Oh,
I
fun.
yeah,
like
you
Dark.
did.
I
You
like
did.
Dark. Yeah.
Oh, the TV show.
Yeah,
on
it's
Netflix.
German.
No, I haven't.
It's pretty good. I think
Wasn't
it's
it subtitled or something?
Yeah, you have to watch it
Ugh,
in German
gross.
subtitles.
Get it out of here.
That's how I watch my anime. Although I watched every episode of Down to Down at least twice, once in subs, once in dubs. I like it that much. Yeah, and some of them I've watched them more. Yeah,
Oh my
I
gosh.
think I've seen episode 1 at least 3 times, maybe 4. I don't do this all the
was-
time, and I watch it on 1X too.
All right, what is Overwatch Classic?
You know how WoW Classic was something that Blizzard told WoW
Everybody.
fans that they didn't want, and then eventually they caved to pressure, and then everyone was like, okay, this is exactly what we did want, and Blizzard's like, okay, fine. So they are trying, but Blizzard is trying to take the lesson of WoW Classic and to use that lesson to appease people who are now thinking that 6v6 was better than 5v5.
So they're just reverting it.
They are reverting it. There are people
That's
who miss.
hilarious.
Is it a
You
completely
never-
different install?
It is in the Overwatch client, like in the Overwatch game, but you go to it as a mode in the same way you'd go to like quick play or competitive,
Okay.
and it sends you back to a specific. It's
a
kind of
patch?
cool. It sends you back to a specific patch,
Okay,
right?
cool.
So right now, when you log on and you play Overwatch Classic, it sends you back to 2016 when there weren't hero limits.
Nice.
Not even-
That's how I want the
Well,
game.
not even like
get
role
what's a-
limits, but
I'm playing Overwatch this weekend.
You can
What
have a
is
team
limits?
of
Hero
6
limits?
Torbjorns now.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, that it is.
Oh.
But
Yeah,
it
that's
won't-
how it originally was.
It won't
I was
stay
okay with
like
that.
that.
Oh.
What it's going to do
Oh,
is it's
why?
going to be like event based, and it's going to, which I do think is kind of cool. It's going to progress through. Okay, now we go to the first balance
Oh,
patch that
that's
there was.
silly.
We go from what this is to. Well, you say that, but like there are things about the first one that
Yeah.
you realize why they changed.
Yeah. I mean,
like I'm playing Roadhog, and I'm just instinctively playing Roadhog like I'm used to in 2024, and I'm healing and trying to move, and I am forced to remember that, oh, wait, originally Roadhog had to stay in one place while he's eating. So you
I
can't
remember
like start
that.
healing and dodge and get out of the way. You start
Yep.
healing, and while
So
you're
they're
healing, you are
gonna
just sucking up all the
mimic
damage.
all the mechanics.
They
it's just like
revert-
2016.
The
It's just-
only thing that is not exactly like it used to be is that Cassidy is not named McCree. He's still Cassidy. They are enforcing that name change because you know that backstory. McCree was the name of one of the employees at Blizzard who fell from glory during the lawsuit.
Oh,
So they officially he was named after an employee. Things came to light. They officially changed his name. So
yes.
the only thing that isn't
Good.
exactly how it
Oh,
used
God.
to be is we
love
have a McCree, a Cassidy now.
I love it.
But yeah, it's fun, and I had to figure out like what do I do against a team of 3 Zaryas and 3 Lucios when I don't have a healer on my team? Like, do I? Play
I think
a
that
healer?
was the only thing that I was okay with leaving is you couldn't stack like 6 of the same, you know.
Yeah.
But I hated like, oh, you have to queue up for this role, and oh, you can only have so many
role-based
tanks. And
queues are dumb.
Ugh.
It's a really interesting
let me play the character I want to play.
scenario because like even though I get some of the things like let me play the character I want, I am also reintroduced to struggles I have not had to deal with given reach and balance.
Oh, so
patches.
you've been playing?
I played like 3-4 games the other night.
Okay.
And
But isn't that the difference between ranked and unranked?
Right.
well, you can still play unranked and just be pissed that everybody wanted to play a DPS character and there's no way you're going to win or even really have fun because nobody's going to be a tank, nobody's going to
Then
be
go
a
play
healer.
ranked where that won't happen to you.
Right.
Yeah, but then you can still be pissed because like everybody's getting mad at you because
I
it's
mean,
ranked.
I feel like it's a vibe if everyone's freaking DPS and then you guys like come up with cool DPS strategies.
They do well, so they have a mode with no limits. They had a no limits mode where you could do exactly this, and it wasn't quick play. So that way you could do the no limits mode and you could do the quick play. But now you get no limits, old balance patches before other heroes were introduced. So it's a cool thing, but it is showing you why some balances.
I am happy for Overwatch players. It's
I'm playing it this weekend.
Yeah, we'll
That
play-
was
we'll
my
play.
game to play
yeah.
when I didn't want to play League,
Yeah,
and I just wanted to relax.
yeah.
because that game is so much. It's the most fun. I tell people, I've always said this.
Yeah.
Is probably
Classic
one of the
Overwatch.
most. When Overwatch came out, it was the most fun I ever had playing a video game.
Wow.
I've always said
Yeah.
this.
Statement.
I've always said
You're
it.
a Halo guy?
Nope.
Oh, okay. That's
I
why
was
said
growing up
that.
as a kid, but not as like an actual like gamer. No.
Yeah.
I love playing the campaigns. I love Master Chief and the lore of the universe,
The
like
Halo,
the canon. But
Halo 3, Halo Reach era. Yeah. You just can't beat it.
I played SWAT a lot with my in-laws.
Did you?
yeah. We'd eat dinner. Like, all right, let's go play SWAT. We just play SWAT.
Yeah, the biggest Overwatch is still the game that popped my esports cherry because like I got into it right after I graduated college, and there was this gap, and I didn't exactly know what I was doing, but it was 2016, and the game had been out for a little bit, but it like came out in 2016. I had like one of my best friends of all time, Tanner. You're not watching, but like if you do, and we were playing together, and like I was able to get in on the esport when it was in like its second early phase, right? And like just I've fallen off the Overwatch esports train, right? And I could say it's because I have principles about like Saudi financing the thing. I don't really. I'm still just
what a
bent.
hot take that you have right there.
Yeah, I mean it's a lukewarm take of. The more important thing for me was the lack of Overwatch 2 and then me
it was
buying
just the management of the esports
we'll
league in
revisit.
general.
Yeah, we don't need
And
to
the
revisit.
game and the patching
But
and the decision to go 5v5.
There were a lot of
and
things.
Speaking
all
of
of the sexual controversy
Yes,
and the
yes.
Speaking of
I
esports,
could go on.
esports decisions, Riot axed LPL English casters.
Yes.
Oh yeah, what the
Yeah. So
balls?
I just learned today that,
Oh my
or when I noticed this, that LPL was the tier 1 league in China.
It has
I mean,
more
the
games
casters-
than all other regions combined.
the casters, then they don't have that like audience too, where they could capture in the like. No way, they're wrecked.
So
They're completely wrecked.
the first thing I thought of when I
Because
saw
who are
this
people
news,
going to watch? They're going to watch the streamers that already have.
Yeah,
the fans.
there were actually two things I thought of right away when I saw this news. The first thing was, wow, I guess I am kind of glad I never fully pursued casting as my main job because this is kind of
Cut.
But I
Throats.
love casting so much.
the second thing I love casting too. It feels that
That
is
is
can't
the
think of a
reason
better
why
feeling.
I'm sitting in this room right now
Yeah.
because of just the allure of esports casting.
Me too. Like
The only reason why I got good at all this freaking video stuff is because I wanted to be casting esports matches.
yeah.
And there's the whole reason why I built Mag. There's the whole reason why
Yep.
I got connected with
Yep.
Aaron
Yep.
and Edge.
Yep.
And it's just like it pissed me off
When
so
I-
much. It
when-
really did
when
when
I
I heard that.
Start casting Supervive matches.
When I day one
Do it, coward.
When-
Do it.
Well, I want to cast Valorant here, but our Valorant community just completely kapooped.
Yeah.
That was I was really excited for.
You can
And
blame
like
me.
it-
Valorant.
the
can
second
blame me
thing I
for it.
thought of,
No, it's the community. It's like people just don't want to play it competitively here, unfortunately.
they don't want to pay for it.
Thank you, David.
They don't want to pay for it. They want to get something without paying for it.
Yeah.
And they can get enough of that in ranked.
Or in school,
More in
right?
school.
College
Yeah.
or high school.
But so the second thing I thought of when I heard this news was watching the Sen City Classic. Like Sentinels had one of their like it was right after they got Bang and Narrate on their team because it's the off season right now. And instead of hiring official casters, right?
Yeah.
They had Tarek and Sean Garris, who
Okay.
are both wonderful for the esports community,
Yeah.
but are not casters.
Right.
They had those guys sitting on the couch, and their audio
Yapping.
was the audio for casting, and it was the energy was piss poor.
Yeah, they're just yapping.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They're yapping,
Yeah.
and
they were treating it like a stream.
yeah, they were doing what they normally do,
Right.
and the difference is what they normally do has the benefit of having the casting in the background, so that
Sure.
when they're not talking, everybody is listening to the narrative that's being
Right.
woven by the casters,
Yep.
and then when the casters aren't saying something, or when the yapper has something really interesting to say, you listen to what they're saying, and they add personality to it. But without that, it's just like dead quiet besides in-game noise.
You ever watch the Manning brothers like cast an NFL game?
Yeah.
Is it terrible?
It's exactly
funny.
it's funny, but it's exactly what you think it's gonna be like. Yeah. that's a good one. Yeah, you remember playing against him in 2015 or 2016? What I
as
think
the
of it.
stuff is
Yeah,
like taking
yeah,
place.
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
sitting on a couch. Like if you were in a chair,
They
and
literally
both
sit
two
on
are
chairs
a
and they're just
couch,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
Like in the same room as
there he goes. Man, I'm so glad. Man, I'm so glad I'm getting paid $200 million to broadcast this for the NFL.
Right.
I'm drinking my Coors Light.
Show the logo. Show the logo.
Holy crap, dude. That's the type of energy.
Dude, I loved it when
So-
Adam Sandler went on there and he was.
Oh, I didn't even know.
He
I
was
just-
saying something. He's like, I shouldn't be here. He just straight up said it.
So, I Will Dominate is a North American jungler, one of the most popular League of Legends streamers, because he streams all the competitive stuff.
And he dominates, I'm guessing.
Okay. And he's an OG player, one of the early, and hilarious, freaks out like over games and stuff, has done a lot of official casts too, but mainly just, streams from his house. He's been paying for a guy to go to Worlds and do interviews.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, cool.
Out of his own pocket.
Yeah.
Paid $8,000 a trip to send like a guy. And the guy's getting interviews with Faker and these other things. And they're hilarious because this guy is like bamboozled level of like,
I want to look.
Faker, do you think you could beat me in League of Legends? Just that type of stuff. And the content's great. He even got Faker to like make some jokes and
Nice.
Talking with the players.
Yeah, it just loosens them up.
And
a
he's
little bit.
and Dom's just like, proportionally, I paid more money to send that guy out for the good of the community than Riot does for the LPL.
Yeah.
He said he's like, what does it cost them? Maybe $300-400K a year to do the largest league. He's like, dude, proportionally, that's less money than when he Googles it. He's like, how much money did Riot make in gross? It was like $1.7 billion or something like that. And he's like, what was their net profit? And it was like $312 million, and he's just like, he's like, this is terrible.
Yeah.
And then they did this awful PR, like, we're going to bring you closer to the game.
Yes.
And he's like, no, nobody's watching this.
Yeah.
He's like, unironically, I am the only person who stands to benefit from this.
Yeah.
He's like, well, what am I going to do? Stream 16 hours a day?
Right.
Do you know how many games are in the LPL? It's the Chinese league. It's
Wait, I didn't
And
think
do the
about
co-casters?
that.
yes.
Do the co-casters want to stream it if there are no casters? Right?
No, they're going to give them live sound only feeds. But it's just
but like,
it's
do
just
they
going to
even
be terrible.
want to do as much? Like,
Yeah, it's just
or
going to be
would they
terrible.
rather just be doing something else?
Riot-
They'll
It's
only
gonna-
get the live audio from the game.
Yeah.
Oh, so they won't hear the Chinese commentators?
No. Yeah, they're going to
That
give them
sounds
clean audio, but it's
outrageous.
going to be delayed. It's going to
Yes.
be delayed.
Right.
And then if the casters are synced up across, it's just bad.
No,
in
it is
every
bad.
way.
It is terrible.
It's bad in every way.
Because American teams are going there to play, right?
And even Dom was like, I had this idea of building my own broadcast to just take it over.
Yeah.
Actually just take it over.
Right.
But he's like, but then the broadcast would be competing with me broadcasting it. Because his broadcast company would then also directly compete with him. So he's like, what am I going to do?
Why would he do
Compete
both?
with myself?
Yeah, why would he do both?
Because he does a lot of other things.
I see.
And so it's like he would be building a company.
Why couldn't he just be a feature of the broadcast then?
I don't know. It was the way he explained it. It made sense when he said it. I listened to this
Right.
today, but he went on a 25-minute rant. And
I understand the frustration.
Yeah,
but at
and
the
he's
same
just
time,
like,
it's
he's
could
like, how
make it
does
work,
Riot not
Yeah.
see the
but he'd probably
value
have
here?
to put up a lot of money to do it. And why is that on him? When
That's
Riot
what
is
that's
making
basically
so much
what
money.
he's saying.
Right.
That's what he's
Exactly.
saying. Yeah. So I think it's
It's just
I don't
lazy.
watch- I
It's
don't-
really just lazy and selfishness.
I haven't watched any League of Legends games live except for Worlds finals. That's the only thing I watch live now, unless it's quarterfinals.
I was this close to
With
going
T1.
to your watch party. This
Good
close.
thing you
The
didn't.
pancakes almost got me.
Pancakes were pretty good.
I bet.
Shout out to Damasia.
Nice.
Except we all get COVID, so
Right.
it's a good thing you did.
Exactly. Thank God. I did not just
Dude, that last podcast was great, but just me and
It was
that
a
would've
great-
been
it
tough.
It was.
Yeah, without you too.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. You and Greg, we would have rescheduled for
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a great series. It went for all 5 games. I mean,
Yeah.
it was good. It was
Yeah.
good. It wasn't as good as 2022 though. When we were here,
Oh, okay.
I lost
yeah.
my voice. I haven't lost my
Wow.
voice as a grown man, and I lost my
Oh,
voice, and that was the
crazy.
greatest. I mean, it's the greatest finals in the history of the game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You never watched it?
No, I haven't watched any league.
I will show you
The
a
only
couple
league I
highlights
ever
that-
watch is when like I can
Yeah.
try to muster up the courage to spend like 15 minutes on like a tutorial video.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because
Fair
I
enough.
want to actually play with my friends that are always in the Discord playing it.
Yep.
But thank God Supervive is here.
Yeah, so they can get on a better game. Sorry, not better game, but a game that's better for us.
Better for us.
Better for us, yeah.
All right, and then what else we got? It is
There,
it
real
is
quick,
7:30.
let's do.
I
Maybe
have not
this
eaten
can go
today.
to next time, right?
Yeah.
Real quick on Valorant, Game Changers just finished up.
Yep.
Game Changers is the women's and marginalized genders league. It was a pretty good showing this time. The top 4 teams were all pretty good. The let's see, MIBR is a team that made in Brazil, was the worst team for Tier 1 Valorant, but they made it to the finals for Game Changers.
Oh wow.
So it's actually, I really like it when in org we'll have a Tier 1 team and a Game Changers team. And if like Tier 1 sucks, their Game Changers is actually kind of kick-ass.
yeah.
G2 is pretty, G2
Game changer teams have a chance to get into the championship, right? The world tour.
They
I would seriously doubt it.
Tier
I thought
2
they
does.
have, like,
Tier 2 does.
There's a
Right.
path.
So there is a path for one player specifically,
Right.
but that's Fluorescent, and I'll mention her.
There's
but like,
one path. What do you mean?
well,
by
the
that?
path is being really, really good,
I
like the
see.
best on your team,
But
and then making a
Best
large
in the
enough
league.
Yeah, best in the league.
Right.
Why would
yeah.
just one player get the opportunity? Then?
He's saying
Well-
that's the only person good enough.
I mean, there are arguments
yeah.
to
But
be
I'm
made that
saying
like
that there
Mel,
is a venue for it to be possible.
Oh well, sure.
it's
Anyone
not
can get
like
picked up.
there's not a venue
No,
where
I'm saying the team can actually go
Oh,
into
no.
the league, right?
promotion is through Tier 2.
Oh, okay.
Not through
So
Game
Game
Changers. A
Changers
Game
is
Changers
just
team
like
right
a
now
for fun
cannot
thing?
get. Well, it's
competitive,
It's still
but
competitive. It's still
its own
like
thing.
its own league. It's still got prize money.
What's the criteria for being a Game Changers team?
You're all women or marginalized genders.
You have to be to get into that.
Yeah, no
yeah,
dudes.
yeah, no dudes.
Oh,
Yeah, you're a dude. You can't play Game Changers. You can play Tier 2 or be really good and get into Tier
no
1, but you can't play.
masculine dudes.
It's completely-
Twinks are allowed.
So anyway, Shopify Rebellion won. They are the first 2-time Game Changers champion. They looked really good. They 3-0'd MIBR. MIBR had looked really good and just
I love that
3-0'd.
team name, by the way. MIBR.
Yeah, made in Brazil.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That's pretty cool.
Again, their T1 team sucks, but their Game Changers team was really, really good.
Yeah.
They 3-0'd G2, who is a really good team in their own right. I follow 2 of the G2 players on Instagram solely for their
Assets.
game playing skills, solely for that. But in any case, yeah, so MIBR 3-0's them, and then Shopify Rebellion in the final 3-0's MIBR. Shopify Rebellion won last time. They're really terrific. Their in-game leader, Mel, fantastic. She could have a future being an in-game leader on a T1 team. You could argue that it would be a little harder to put an in-game leader who's a girl into a team with a bunch of other guys rather than just like a duelist who's a girl and doesn't have to be making the calls. I'm not going to be making that claim, but I think Mel has a future in Tier 1 if she wants it, but also she can continue to be the best team in Game Changers.
I
So
mean, I
might
feel like
that
she
more.
would get more attention in Game Changers, right?
Probably.
Yeah,
But
because
Flor-
she's an all-star rather than
yes.
one of the stuff.
But Fluorescent is the MVP this year. She ended the last map 74-37.
Are people
so that
online
is-
pissed about that? I'm just curious. I haven't seen it.
Fluorescent's really fucking good.
Okay.
Really fucking good.
Okay.
The thing with Fluorescent is that she is incredibly aggressive and often doesn't / can't get punished. Or maybe not can't, but like often won't. And so there are arguments that the reason she hasn't been picked up yet for a T2 or a Tier 1 team is because even though she is incredibly mechanically gifted, her decision making reflects somebody who
Gotcha.
isn't really disciplined
Lone
in
wolf.
the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's not a team
Like
player.
now, there are clips of her going fucking nuts. Like there were a few rounds, and now that Neon's really big, and Neon is going to get nerfed, but Fluorescent also plays Jet at a very high level, also plays Raze at a very high level. But her Neon is insane. The Neon is a unique character now because when she is sliding, her gun is perfectly accurate.
Yeah.
Most
so
movement,
stupid.
yes, this is one of the things that's going to get nerfed. But there are just absolutely nuts clips of her
Why?
like
Why would it
sliding,
get nerfed?
capping one, switching to the shorty, jumping into a smoke, one-shotting the person in the
Yeah.
shorty, suddenly ulting, and then ult. Like,
Let me
there
show you
were-
what min-maxing looks like in an FPS.
She's fucking nuts. And she got the MVP award because she was the best player on the best team, and
With
it
the
was a
best character.
unanimous with the best character. Unanimous vote. And in the it's kind of a funny interview. She's notorious for being really like awkward and not having a whole lot to say. They asked what to do if somebody wants to be a Fluorescent, and she says, just be a bum. I'm a bum. I stay in my room and I play 50 games of ranked a day.
Okay, maybe she's right.
Yeah, I mean, she kind of is. I mean, like that's how she gets. Yeah. But when Mimi asked her what's next for Fluorescent, she said, "I want to play against some stronger competition, and really just become because it's more fun that way." And so Mimi asked, "Does that mean you want to get into Tier 1?" And
She's
Fluorescent says yes.
requesting, yeah.
Yeah. So there has since been a tweet of Potter, who is the coach.
I feel like that's like
PG.
the natural path though for anybody that would get MVP in that, right? Is
Yeah,
that they get picked up.
Probably. Yeah.
Well, you know that you're still not facing the best yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she's good enough to, if she gets more disciplined in the team environment, actually vie for the top spot.
Yeah.
Because her mechanics are cracked. They are really, really good. I can show you some clips afterwards.
Sick.
But yeah,
What is WolfClock Gaming?
Oh, we're switching.
I think it's the future of game development, right?
Yes. So I can officially say that I'm a game developer now. Even though it's like a game within a game. So
Even though the frame of the game was made by someone else, it was me.
well, so that's the thing though, is like, and we're talking about Fortnite, right? So within Fortnite, I use the Fortnite Unreal Engine to make my game within Fortnite. So it like I get a lot of shortcuts, right? Because I choose to make my game into Fortnite. But it's still a full blown engine, like a video game engine.
Right.
And the logic that I've actually put into it, I've programmed with the reverse language, which is, just for Fortnite. So I did have to learn a new language. I'm using assets, but they provide, which is really nice, so that I don't have to go asset hunting. And that's like the whole point of why I wanted to make a Fortnite game first.
It's training wheels, dude.
It is. It's training wheels, and it takes out all the logistics.
Right.
The game's immediately publish. I can invite my friends to play my playtests, right? Before I decide to publish
Is this
it.
still the flag?
Flag
capture-
Heist, yep.
Yeah, Flag Heist.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's called Flag Heist at the club because I wanted, in case I make another Flag Heist, I can use Flag Heist at that location, right?
Yeah.
And
do they serve drinks at the club?
there's people dancing, and there's no bartender though, but there is a DJ.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Gotta
just
have
wondering
a
if
DJ.
I'm in the game.
Not
could
a
I,
club
like-
without a DJ.
Right.
That's actually what makes it a club.
Right, exactly.
That's true.
So yeah, so I've made it. I've programmed the logic for the classes and the capturing mechanics, and I've even put a ranking system in it, so
Cool.
you can actually rank up in it.
I like
So
this.
your rank will go up for like kills and deaths and that kind of stuff. And it's a complete technically game. Like you go into it, you get a lobby, and then the game
You said
starts
how many
as
people
4v4.
have played it?
So we'll get to that because the only reason why I even figured out that it actually had people playing it was Ambrose and I decided to challenge each other to our games. So our disciplines, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He had to beat me in 1 of 10 games of Smash Brothers tournament
I
rules.
saw at least a couple
And
of those.
he and I had to beat him in 1 of 10 Fortnite matches 1v1. And we decided to use my map as the 1v1 because you can still play it 1v1 even though it's a flag capture.
Sure.
Well, I am undefeated in Smash in our competition, but he
Hey.
went undefeated in Fortnite. he
That's
destroyed me. But I was destroying him in Smash, so it was really cool.
that
It was
is
like
good,
it
that
was
is good.
it was cool to see like, yeah, that's your game, but this is my game.
The
you
game
know
I've
what I
been
mean?
playing longer than you've been alive.
Right. But like
Sit
I
down.
found out he has like close to 10,000 hours in Fortnite now over his life.
Holy crap.
Yeah, like for what there was some way that he was able to track that like in his account or whatever. I mean, he's been playing since he's been 9, and he's 14 now.
Yeah.
Bro, I have 10,000 hours in League over 14, 15 years, so.
This is all he does.
You also have a job, yeah.
This is literally all he does.
All right.
Other than working out, he plays Fortnite.
Oh, okay.
Like that is his life.
All right, fair enough.
Hangs out with his buddies at the gym, hangs out with his buddies on Fortnite. So, once in a while he'll play like Valorant and stuff, but Fortnite's his jam. He's finally like getting to the point where he's gonna start making money in Fortnite's tournaments.
Yeah.
Like he's 1 or 2 points away from always getting to that $100 cash out or
Yeah,
whatever
yeah,
right
yeah,
now.
yeah.
Like for the last couple of months.
I mean, we have a guy here who's like just wins every single time and
Oh,
gets
really?
paid by Chinese students from Norberts and stuff like that.
Oh,
They pay him like
cool.
thousands of dollars to train
Oh,
him.
that's awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah. I could see that for Ambrose.
He
in
goes
the future.
to Freed High School.
Okay,
But
yeah.
I'm pretty sure
nice.
he's graduated now. That would have been
Nice. So anyway, all of a sudden we're done playing, and when you go back into Fortnite, it'll show you like the last game modes that you played. And it'll show you how many people are currently playing that game mode. And for whatever reason, his game glitched out. And he sent me this picture like at 11 o'clock at night. And because we did this over the weekend. And it said 26,000 people were playing my game. I'm like, no way. There's no way the two of us like just sparked some weird thing or whatever.
Yeah.
So I actually went into the game. I tried queuing up with people and I couldn't get it into any matches with anybody. I'm like, oh, okay, this has got to be a glitch. So I decided to actually look into the analytics of my creator account because I hadn't done that since I launched it. I launched it back in May.
right.
And I never got a paycheck from it, right? So I was just like, oh, okay, whatever. It flopped or whatever. Well, and I didn't really promote it very well either. I put one video on YouTube, one video on TikTok. That was it.
Yeah.
But then, so I was looking through the analytics, and all of a sudden in my account, there's $35 in there. I'm like, what? But you need to make $100 for you to be able to cash it out, just like in Twitch.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I was looking through the analytics, and in June, 1,500 people played the game.
Nice.
And it was just
Nice.
like,
Wow.
fucking cool. Like,
done.
awesome. I'm like,
That's sick.
now I'm a game developer.
WolfClock Gaming.
That's awesome, dude.
So now I want to make another game mode, of course.
That's cool.
You know, so I'm going to start working on that. But
yeah.
You could make like Cyberpunk 2078.
yeah, maybe. I mean, I have like this like idea that I want to do, but there's no way I could do it in Fortnite. But I'm not going to try to do that until like I can actually get people to like, support me on it. So
Cool.
I want to make more
Very cool.
Fortnite games.
Very
So watch out, WolfClock's coming.
You guys hungry?
Yeah,
I
let's do
could
it.
eat.
I could eat too. Awesome.
Well,
Let's,
everyone, this has been episode 5 of season 3 of Patch Notes. Next week 2 weeks from now we actually, I guess, get Justin on if he still follows through and if you still want to. I'm
Bringing a good old boy over.
It's a good old boy.
skeptical is maybe an
COD,
unfair word.
He's a COD bro.
He's a cowboy.
He's a COD bro.
He's probably the most realistic gamer out of all of us.
Like closest to life in that
Just to your
I
average
suppose.
dude.
Yeah, maybe.
in only that average game.
Only an average
only
gamer.
that way.
Yeah.
All right.
Nothing else about
stay
him.
tuned for next time where you may or may not meet a real character.
All right,
Yep.
see ya.
See you, everyone.